Cheers. Right, I've now got former two-weight, three-time world champion Randall Bailey on the phone right now. How are you, champ?
Good.
Right, is it all right just if we can talk a little bit about your career, champ? How did you get into boxing, like in your amateur days?
I think I had like 19 fights.
Wow, not a huge amateur career.
15 and 4.
Wow, so straight into the pro ranks. What age were you when you turned pro?
Excuse me?
What age were you when you turned pro?
Oh, 21.
21, that's still quite young then. So what age did you get into boxing?
14.
Oh, that's not too bad. Did you used to take it? So did you used to take it really serious at that age, or was it just like a hobby?
Nah, it was just for fun. I was getting in a lot of fights on the street, so, I just wanted to find a way I could probably fight without getting in too much trouble.
Yeah, to pent off some frustration. Yeah, right. Basically, so when you turned pro, who did you turn pro with?
My trainer.
Yeah, was they like?
I didn't have a promoter when I first turned pro, but my trainer was Al Benani.
Right. Okay. Well, so was that down in Miami?
Yes, that was down in Miami.
So how many fights did you have? Like, obviously, was it your 19th fight you become world champion? How many fights before you started, obviously, racking up the KOs and getting promotional interest?
I think after my 10th fight, I think I was 11-0 when I signed with Don King.
So, Don King fight. What was it?
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was great. Great experience,
You see,
coming up, not knowing too much about boxing and having Don King as your first promoter in a professional sport, it was exciting.
It was a good thing, yeah. Basically, so obviously, do you remember? Obviously, I think it was either I think it was your 19th fight. You were 18-0. I think you knocked out everybody you faced. Basically, you then get a world title fight against Carlos Gonzalez.
Yes.
What was that like? Did you know you were going to get that world title fight, or what? Can you talk us through getting that chop?
Matter of fact, I was a replacement because Vince Phillips had pulled out of the fight, so they needed somebody to put in the fight, and so they just put me in.
Right. Well, I bet they wish they hadn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did now.
Yes. So what was that like then? What was that like for you then, becoming a world champion, Destiny? How much notice did you get given to take that fight then when he pulled out?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2-week notice.
Wow, that's big. I spoke to DeMarcus Corley the other day. He had 5 days notice. So you and him had pretty short notice to become world champions for the first time.
Yeah, because he got a short notice when he fought
Julio.
I forgot, the Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it was Edna Julio.
No, it wasn't Edna Julio. It was
Flores, Felix Flores.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Felix Flores.
It was it was for Julio's title. Well, he lost it, didn't he, for cataracts or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
he could. Yeah, after we fought, he couldn't fight. His eyes were so messed up, he couldn't fight for a year.
Wow. Bloody.
After our fight, after the fight we had, his eyes were so messed up. He had they had him let the belt go so he could have eye surgery.
Well, so we'll move on to what did you think of your fight with Julio? Split decision loss. Did you feel you won that fight?
Amazing.
2 bangers.
It's how you lose a split decision. After you knock a guy down 2 times,
And you're the champion.
And I'm the champion. Yeah. It was funny.
Right. How would that happen if you were a Don King fighter? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it was a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I didn't know about. So it's water under the bridge. It's gone. So I don't dwell on the past.
No. Basically, I was speaking to when we were saying that the other day. Cooley actually had you as one of the hardest punchers he's ever been near. You had obviously knocked out every opponent up until that fight with Julio. What was it like for you not knocking out opponent for the first time?
A learning experience. I think it kind of went to my head a little bit because I knew I had an advantage, and pretty much everybody I fought was already a little fearful of my power. So being young, I think I let it go to my head a little bit too much, and probably didn't train as properly as I should have, and not having a trainer that had the experience to get me ready for a fight that may go longer than 6 rounds,
Yeah, you just obviously wasn't in that 12-round prime condition to sort of like, if the power...
Yeah, exactly.
If you didn't get him out of there, like when you knocked him down, you could have relied on your stamina. But basically after that then, you obviously lost your title. How comes you didn't... Was there no rematch on the cards for that fight at all? No? Just wasn't happening?
Like I said, I was still kind of young in the boxing business, and I really didn't know too much. All I did was they tell me to fight, I fight. Simple.
Right, cool. See, you obviously then, you become, we'll jump on a few fights, you become the WBA light welterweight champion, the interim champion. Then you go away to Puerto Rico, you fight Hurtado.
Yeah.
First big setback for your career. Obviously, you went on another tear again, KOs till that fight.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah.
What was that like then? That's against... For me, I don't know the guy too well, but I've done a little bit of research on the guy and his opponents he's lost to and stuff. I would have thought you would... Was there anything wrong with you that night?
It was just a lot of frustration. Again, because me and Hurtado was supposed to fight on the Felix Trinidad Bernard Hopkins card. He pulled out of the fight at least 4 times. So then when I fight for the title, I gotta come back after waiting almost a whole year to fight for the title. I fight for the title. As soon as I win the title, they tell me I gotta be ready in 3 months to fight him because he want to fight now.
That's not.
So it just was a real difficult situation.
See, like a familiar story, right? With like, fighters even from the early 2000s, late 1990s. You see, there's the same story time and time again with the world champions around that time. Certain stories like this. You feel like the new fighters, they get protected and looked after really good, don't they?
Oh yeah. They get today. I don't even understand what's going on today.
It's like they're getting too protected.
Yeah. This is crazy what's going on today. It's kind of embarrassing to boxing what's going on in the sport today. These guys are not. I don't consider these guys real fighters.
No.
I have no respect for these guys.
No. It's like you could like, while we're on the subject, like, what's the kind of guys you've sparred with throughout your career? Just from your very early days, the kind of killers that you've been in the gym just working with.
Well, when I was an amateur, I was sparring with pros. Freddie Pendleton, a lot of local pros that hung around our gym. Those was guys I would spar with. So that's why I turned amateur with not too many amateur fights, because my style didn't fit an amateur profile, because I never really sparred with amateurs. I always sparred with pros, so I always had that pace, the way learn how to pace myself when I'm in the ring, and that you can't do in the amateurs.
Right, yeah. See, even if we go to a few spar stories, have you got any other spar stories while we're on sparring? Like, even any big training camps you've been in, helping fighters get ready, or some fighters that you've had in your camps?
I really didn't do too many. I really didn't get too many sparring partner gigs. You know what I'm saying? Only person I did go help was Miguel Cotto, because I consider him a friend.
Yeah.
Even though we fought, he won. There was no hard feelings. He always showed me respect, and I did the same to him. So, when they called me to go work with him in Puerto Rico, I agreed. It was no problem.
So do you think, like, guys who possess the kind of power you do get avoided when it comes to either you getting work to help you and the other way round.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Yes.
That's why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. You could get off the phone with me and call any promoter in America and in England.
Yeah.
and ask them, do they want to give me a fight with 140-pound fighters, 47-pound fighters, or 154? Matter of fact, I just got offered a fight with a guy in England that's a 154-pounder, and I agreed to the fight. And when the matchmaker called me back, he said, when he told him it was me, they said no.
What? Who was that guy? Do you know?
They said no so fast, I didn't even get his name.
What was it, like Matchroom or Box Nation? Frank Warren.
Hey, the no came back so fast, I didn't even get the guy's name who I was going to fight. That's how fast they said no.
Wow. See, we could have kind of narrowed it down to a couple of fighters if I got a bit of information, man. Because we're big on that kind of thing. We don't like people avoiding fighters. Like, you know.
Oh, man.
I know. Like, to be fair, would you be willing to travel to the UK?
Of course.
Of course. There's be some big fights over here, man.
I've been trying to get over to the UK, but it's like these guys, they don't want to fight me. That's just like over here. I could argue with guys on the internet, tell them I want to fight them. They get mad because I said I want to fight them. Then they want to argue. Then when I say let's just fight and get it over, they don't want to fight. They'd rather argue on the internet than get in the ring and do it.
Nah, that's no good, man. All right. Basically, right. So we go to. What do you remember about the DeMarcus Corley fight? How did you think? What do you think of that fight?
It was just. My trainer really didn't know how to fight a southpaw. He didn't know how to train me, prepare me to fight a guy like DeMarcus.
Yeah.
So when I was in the ring with Chop at that time, I was lost.
Yeah. See,
it's all about preparation. When we fought the second time, it was a totally different fight.
Right. Yeah. See, very, very obviously a tricky customer, DeMarcus. Good fighter. Obviously, spoke very highly. You had some sparring with him before in the past?
Just me and Chop? No, we never sparred before.
No. Yeah. See, basically. So from then, obviously, what do you think of Ishe when you fought Ishe? What was he like at welterweight?
I just, like I said, for the Ishe fight, I had left my old trainer and started training with a new guy that was Spanish and didn't speak no English. He only knew very little English, and I knew a little bit of Spanish, but I knew the guy, I knew him for a long time, and I figured like he would be a good help to me, but the communication part was way off, and it just didn't work.
See, while you're talking about trainers and that, right? Is there any trainer like you wish, like maybe not one that you've got now that you're happy with or anything like that? A trainer that maybe an opportunity that passed you by years ago, where you wish that you sort of linked up with a certain trainer or made a certain move?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Tommy Brooks.
Tommy Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
When do you think you should have? When do you reckon you should have made that connection?
When I first turned pro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hindsight.
Yeah, because I met Tommy when I was like 17. I met Tommy when I was like 17 years old, and he was in the gym helping train Freddie Pendleton for the Tracy Spann rematch for the IBF at 135. And he saw me then, and he had me in the gym, and the exercise he had me doing in the ring, I pretty much did that until I mastered throwing my right hand. That's why my right hand is so good right now, because I mastered what he told me to do right then and there. I used to go to the gym, and I used to do that move every day. My first 3 rounds of shadow boxing was just that move every day.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So to now when I throw my right hand, it's like I can throw it without even thinking about it.
Right.
That's why it's the way. That's why it's the way it is.
See, that's the thing. Is that a big regret then? Just not going with a world-class trainer and just sticking from right at the beginning.
Yeah. But I have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? I just really was a fan of boxing, and I just like to fight. Simple as that.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So we'll move on to the Cotto fight. You obviously briefly mentioned Cotto before. You know, what was that experience like? You know, like some people, a lot of people feel like the light welterweight Cotto was a different Cotto to even the prime welterweight Cotto. Do you agree with that fact?
No, I think the welterweight Cotto was better than lightweight, the 147-pound Cotto.
Well, so you think the 147-pound Cotto is better than the 140?
Yeah.
Okay, well, is that because you sparred with him at when he was a 147?
No, it's just I felt like he was killing himself to make the 140-pound limit, and when he got up to 147, his body was more fresher, and you know he didn't have to lose too much to get to that weight.
Right. Okay. Because what did you think of him in the night? Out of all the fighters you fought, even the guys you fought later in your career, how does Cotto rate amongst?
Cotto's the best one. Cotto's the best one out of all.
Right. Yeah. See. So.
Yeah, you got to give it to him. You can't take nothing away from him. He is.
Yeah. So, do you think a 140 Cotto against a Floyd Mayweather at 140? Who do you think wins that fight?
I still give it to Floyd.
You'd have to give that one to Floyd, yeah?
Yeah, I still give it to Floyd. Floyd just is, you know what I'm saying? That Floyd was untouchable. You know, he's getting up in the age now. You know, he got a lot of fights under his belt. You know, so you know, in age, he get a lot older. So now he's a little more vulnerable. You know, but back then, Floyd untouchable.
See, yeah, okay, yeah, that's because that's a question that we ask some people. Like I asked Chop Chop that the other week as well. Different answer, but you know, respected opinion again. It even when a fighter gives you opinion on that, obviously a lot of fans debate stuff like that. But when a fighter gives you an opinion, it's more respected. Thanks for that, man. Yeah. Basically, so we move on. Obviously, another string of KOs, a loss and stuff. DeMarcus Corley, you win the rematch, but then you fight Figueroa for the old light welterweight IBF strap title eliminator. Do you remember that night? That was another great victory. What was the KO like?
Yeah, that was in April of 2009.
Yeah. What was that fight card in Memphis?
Yeah, it was in Memphis.
Yeah. Who was on that card that night?
I forgot. There wasn't really no real big names on that card.
No.
No, it wasn't too many big names on that card. It was ESPN2 card.
Well, who was your promoter at this time then?
Lou DiBella.
Lou DiBella. Oh, okay. You still with Lou?
No, not with Lou no more.
No, right, okay. So when did you break up from Lou? Well, part ways.
In 2012.
2012, right? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much after the Alexander fight.
Right, okay. See, Juan Urango next fight, IBF world title fight. What do you think? What do you think of Juan Urango? Obviously a power puncher, southpaw.
Just tough guy. Just a real tough guy. That's it. Urango just real tough.
So, did he have the ability to take a nice punch then?
Yeah. He was able to get up. Just put it that way.
Yeah, he's a solid guy. He's like a mini Mike Tyson in specimen, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big guy. Right, so obviously you go and then this is like you go on another win streak, welterweight division, title eliminator, over in Belgium. So how comes you end up fighting in Belgium twice in a way in the same?
Well, Jackson Bonzo, his promoters promoted the show that when I fought him over there the first time in Belgium, and Saeed Ouali, who migrated to Belgium from Morocco, knew the promoters over there. That's like his second home over there. So, the promoters over there, they was like, hey, that'll be a good fight, do the fight here. So they promoted the show, and we was back in Belgium. Right,
cool. So that demonstrates your willingness to go and fight anywhere. You've obviously fought in a few different countries.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so then, obviously, well, some people might think it a shock, but, you certainly didn't, and a few fans that I was speaking to at the time didn't think it was a shock. But Mike Jones was meant to be the next big thing in the welterweight division.
Yeah, but like I said, I always wanted to fight Mike Jones before we fought for the title, and they would try to they would go around me. But in this instance, they even tried to do that when we were getting ready to fight for the title. He tried to find ways to go around me so he didn't have to fight me because I told everybody I was going to knock him out.
Mm-hmm. And that you did. See, but later on in your career, do you feel you rely on your right hand a little bit too much?
Well, that's all a part of training. Me myself, I would prefer to train without using my right hand because my right hand is so natural. I can throw my right hand with my eyes closed. So when I deal with a trainer, I tell him let's work on everything except my right hand. But at the time, my trainer that I had at the time was I just felt like he had a lot of work on his hands. He had a lot of fighters at the time, and it was just hard for us to get the kind of training needed for those last two fights that we needed. It was just he just was overworked, and we didn't really get the things done that we should have got done to make those fights the way they were supposed to be.
Yeah. See, what the Alexander fight? What did you think of that fight overall and your performance?
I just worst fight of my career.
See, that's the thing.
Hands down, worst fight of my career.
Yeah. See, yeah, If I'll give you an honest opinion here, it's like it was like you were waiting on something that wasn't coming, and like.
But let me explain.
Yeah.
Like I just told you, training. Whatever I'm trained to do, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm fighting a guy that's 5'8" and a half at the most.
Yeah.
I outweigh this guy. I'm sparring with light heavyweights.
Yes. See.
My sparring partners are weighing 170 pounds coming down.
So you needed quicker little guys.
Now you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, because to be fair, your timing just weren't there on that night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I knew that. It was
the wrong camp. This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But see, outside of seeing the fight, nobody knows this shit.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, as from the outside, it's like we automatically assume that your age has caught up with you.
Exactly.
You're like.
And one thing, let me tell you something about me.
Yeah.
One thing I don't do is lose a fight without punching. If I'm gonna lose a fight,
I'm gonna go out swinging.
They're gonna beat me. They're gonna beat me being me.
Right.
Not because I don't throw punches.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Yeah. Because even if I don't know. Alexander's got a reputation for being quite durable as well. I don't think it's ever been truly tested. Yeah, against.
Yeah, but the thing is about Alexander, he's not impressive, and it doesn't matter. I give him credit. He wins fights, but on top of winning fights, nobody wants to see him.
Because he's boring.
He cannot main event no card that isn't in St. Louis.
Yeah, I agree that. Yeah, he's very. Well, I wouldn't say even hit or miss. He's quite a boring fighter. He's not got superpower. He doesn't use the speed.
He doesn't woo the crowd. And it's kind of messed up because I feel sorry for him, a guy that does wins that can't get the big fights, you know.
Yeah. What do you think of Rigondeaux then not getting everyone avoiding Rigondeaux at the moment?
Hey, it's a reason. Hey, let me tell you, as long as Rigondeaux is winning, he's gonna get his just due. He just got to keep doing what he's doing. He's the best out there. I don't care what nobody say.
He is, yeah. Like that's another thing. That's all the fans believe that he's just being avoided.
The best out there, and see that's boxing right there. You know what I'm saying? How they do you when you're not doing what they want you to do.
But
they could easily cut you off.
But the thing is, like, with being respectful, Floyd's made a career out of that, being even less active than Rigondeaux. You know. Hey.
There's some powerful things in boxing.
Yeah. It's madness, isn't it? Yeah. See. Obviously, you've witnessed that. You know. So.
Hey.
What do you think? What's your take on the Al Heyman situation? Or is, like, is he too powerful for boxing at the moment, or is it saying you don't want to go down?
Hey, one thing I could say, he's giving these guys what they want, you know, money with less risk.
Well, it seems to me like there's no risk involved. You know, like they're not fighting each
At
other.
all.
So from me, we'll go back to you. Even if you speak to Chop yourself, all of these guys like Vince Phillips, Costa Sue, all these guys years ago, and many more. You listen to their stories. It's mental. The kind of punches that they've been in with, you know, and situations these have found themselves in. And you got all these fighters now with Al Heyman and that. And
hey, let me tell you something. If a man, if I'm in the sport of boxing,
yeah,
I know my weight is 147 pounds.
Yeah.
If a man says he wants to fight me,
yeah,
he may be the softest puncher. He may be the hardest fucking puncher in the whole world. For the simple fact you said my name, I'm going to have to fight you.
That's Pride Fighter.
I'm going to have to fight you. Because my pride is not going to let me not fight you. Because you said my name. I don't care what the outcome is. You're going to have to show me. And these guys, they don't do that.
No.
You call it, if I get on the internet right now and call out Andre Berto, Keith Thurman, any of these guys, they're either going to ignore it or they're going to come up with some excuse.
Yeah, like, it don't make financial sense, or, you know, or do you know what I mean? All this sort of crazy shit, man. Like, it's crazy stuff. It's like, what gets me, though, is Al Heyman fighters, say you have 12 welterweights signed with him, I know it's not that many, but, and then you've got 12 over with the other promoters, they're not allowed to fight the other promoters' 12s, and they don't seem to fight each other either.
Hey, this is a new age in boxing. I don't know what it is, you know.
It's crazy.
I don't know what it is.
No,
you know,
man.
when Don King was still active, Bob Arum was active, Lou Duvenin was active. They fought each other.
Well, that's it. Promoters' pride as well.
They fought each other.
Was it my fighter's better than your fighter?
My fighter is better than your fighter. If you want to prove that, let's do it. And they did it.
That's what it's all about, man. Like,
I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah, I think it's, to me personally, just my point. I think Richard Schaefer getting invited to be involved by Oscar De La Hoya wasn't a good thing. Good thing, like, for business sense. And the same with a guy like, the guy, coming in now, controlling all the fighters. Bob, it's just not good.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good.
They're not coming from a boxing background in that way.
Missing out on great fights.
Yeah, they're too busy.
Fights that could potentially break records in past fights. But the simple fact, one fighter is with this promoter, one fighter is with with another promoter, and they don't like each other. They're not going to put these two guys together to give us a fight that we would love to see.
But surely, if they don't like each other that much, they want their fighter to beat that guy's fighter.
Nah, it's all about the money. If this guy, if he lose to this guy, then my money cut off.
Well, to be fair though, boxing is a business. I respect that, but also it's also the fight game. Do you know what I mean? It can't be too much business. There's got to be some pride and
There got to be some pride, but that goes to the fighter. You know what I'm saying? A promoter is only going to do as much as a fighter asks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was 10-0, I asked to fight Frankie Randall because he was still active. And you know what they know what Don and them told me? It was like, don't rush, Randall. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Don't rush.
See,
yeah. These the fights I was asking for when I was 10-0 because I have my eyes on the prize.
But
and I say I'm making $2,500 a fight right now. If I knock him out, that's gonna take my pay up to
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be getting a lot of more pesos if I knock him out.
See, but in your opinion, right? If you're, say, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao or any Al Heyman fighter, really, because I'm only really going that way at the moment, in my true belief at the minute. If you're these guys, Furman or anybody, you're telling me, can a fighter, especially if they're, say, at Floyd's status, if they want to fight any fighter on earth, but their promoter don't want to let them, I know Floyd sort of promotes himself, but can you tell the promoter, well, I'm not fighting unless I fight this guy? You know, if you're at that level where you're the champ and you're not like where they're saying don't...
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. But let me tell you something about a promoter.
Yeah.
A promoter is only going to give you what you ask for. If you go to a promoter... Look at this fight. Look at Adrian Broner. Complete asshole. But one thing about Adrian Broner, he fought Marcos Maidana.
Yep.
You know why he fought Marcos Maidana?
Because he asked.
Because he asked for it.
Yep. He didn't need to do that. He did not have
to do that.
No.
So I respect Adrian Broner for that.
Yeah.
And he calls out all these fighters. Whether if they're gonna put him in with him or not, is their situation.
Yeah.
I know if you look at what I'm saying, I look at fighters. I look at styles and I look at fighters. Now, look at right now, he's calling out Lucas Matisse.
Yep, dangerous.
Worst fucking fight in the world for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't that'd be like fireworks ringing around him.
Worst fucking fight in the world for him. Because one, Matisse is going to be coming straight at him, and he does get hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's got power in both hands.
And he got power in both hands. Do
Yeah.
Adrian Broner know this? Yes, he does.
Yeah. You'd think... Yeah, but Adrian Broner seems
you
to...
You see where I'm going with this.
He's like a pride fighter.
Adrian Broner.
Yeah. He might act like a bit of an idiot sometimes, but he's actually got some pride.
Exactly.
He obviously...
has some pride, and he will get in there.
Yeah, he wants to fight. He obviously wants to fight a fighter that everybody thinks he shouldn't fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like they're the kind of guys that everybody, like yourself, fans, are going to be like, if I was Broner, I wouldn't go anywhere near that dude. And he obviously wants them kind of fights. Yeah, I give Broner credit for that. You know, I might not like some of his actions sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like nothing he does, but one thing he does do is he asked to fight these guys.
Yep. See, yeah, you got to give him props from that, man. Right, what I do is at the end of, towards the end of the interviews, I just ask, a couple of fight predictions and stuff like that, so any relevant fights that are going on at the moment. But what I want to do is ask you one thing, why we're talking about Don King. Obviously, Don King's obviously had a lot of controversy with his promotion, not like the way he goes undercover, signs other fighters, and he doesn't pay, but... Did he treat you right? Did he pay you right the whole way? Like what he said he was going to give you and all that?
Hey, whatever I asked for, that's what he gave me. If I didn't ask for enough, that was my fault. One thing I can tell you, Don King does take care of his fighters. You know what I'm saying? Don King gives his fighters more money than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
Because I know numerous of times I didn't have no money, and I would call him and just go pick up a check. Do he want to get paid back his money? Hell yeah. Who just want to get their money away?
Yeah. See, yeah, it's like when you hear some of the... See, yeah, it's do you reckon some of the stories about Don are fabricated?
Let me tell you something. If you go borrow your whole purse up before you even get in the ring, whose fault is that?
Yeah, yeah. It's not Don King's fault.
I'm not saying he was perfect, but I'm saying there's promoters out here right now that ain't doing nothing different than what he was doing.
Yeah. But yet Don King's a bad press for it.
Besides Al Heyman, now he broke the mold on the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, listen. Is his position in boxing strictly legal though?
Oh, Don? Wow.
No, not Don. Not Don. Al Heyman.
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's not a conflict.
It's looking real good from here.
Yeah, whatever it is. What can't you get? Who's promoting you at the moment then? And what kind of fight?
No, I don't have no promoter right now.
So what fights have you got in the pipeline? You haven't fought for a while. What are you looking to do?
Well, every time I try to get a fight, either they say no or the guy pulled out. Like I was supposed to fight this kid that just fought on Showtime a couple of weeks ago.
Sean Porter.
I forgot his name.
Kell Brook.
Not Kell Brook.
Malinaji.
Kid name. Not Malinaji. Kid from Chicago. He just fought on TV the other day. African kid. He just fought the other kid from Africa.
Oh, I thought you meant fought Showtime Sean Porter, man. All right. Welterweight division. Showtime the other week. African.
Two African kids.
What, 147?
Yeah, it was 147. But I was supposed to fight this guy, and he pulled out the week of the fight.
Fucking no, man. So you're not getting any luck there. What about 154? Do you think some of the bigger guys will take a chance on you?
Well, I was supposed to fight at 154 in England. Yeah, they called me for a fight. But when the matchmaker went back and told them it was me, they said no. So, I don't know.
Shit. What about over in Germany? They got. Has any of the OK2 promotions or anybody like that got any fighters there?
I haven't. Well, I tell you the truth, I was waiting on a call because I had got a contact from somebody over there that said they were looking for a fight for me over there, and they haven't got back with me yet.
Right. Okay.
Still out here trying to make it happen.
Because fighters like yourselves, 3 times world champions, multi-time title challenger, obviously, you know, you're a famous star. Us over in Britain, and especially in Germany as well, we like to have fighters like you over here. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully something can be done soon. Do you know much about the UK boxing scene? Do you know Eubank Jr.? Yeah.
I've seen him. I've heard of him.
You know, there's a big fight, a big card coming on November 29th. It's got Derek Chisora versus Tyson Fury 2. And it's got
okay.
Eubank Jr., Chris Eubank's son, obviously, versus Billy Joe Saunders.
Okay.
Right, so that's a big title fight. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, a European. Do you know Billy Joe Saunders?
Yeah. I know Billy Joe.
Who do you think wins, Eubank Jr. or Billy Joe?
I think Eubanks Jr.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Going to be a close fight though. That's a real 50-50.
Yeah.
Right, so Derek Chisora, Tyson Fury. Who do you think wins that?
I don't know which Casaro's going to show up.
Well, I interviewed Chisora's coach, and he's in shape. 2 days or 3 days ago, I interviewed Don Charles, and he's in shape. He's doing it away, not telling anybody anything about his weight or anything like that.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Then we should be in for a great fight.
Yeah, he's going to be in shape.
One thing you got to give Tyson Fury that size advantage. If he uses height advantage, it's going to be a boring fight. But like I said, if Chisora is in shape and he could get inside and let his hands go against Tyson Fury, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight. I think maybe Derek Chisora wins that fight for me, in my opinion. But so we go to what's going on at the weekend. Are you watching the fights tonight over in America?
Yes, I am.
Right. Nicholas Walters versus Filipino Flash Donnier. Who do you think wins?
That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. But I give Nicholas Walters a real shot.
Yeah, I have to.
And it depends on which Nonito shows up. If Nonito having babies, and it don't seem like he's really focused on boxing too much these days.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to work much in the ring lately. His power's got him out of trouble a couple of fights.
Yeah.
But that's the equalizer. But yeah, I don't know if Walters could. I don't know if he could withstand the heat that Walters brings to him if he lets him push him back.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight right there.
Great fight. So main event. Triple G.
Triple G.
Rubio.
And Triple G, ain't no discussion now. Triple G gonna come in, and Rubio's had his shots and his chances, and it's Triple G time now.
You see, yeah, I agree with that. I'm actually excited about that. Rubio coming overweight, a pound and a half. What do you reckon the reason was behind that as a fighter?
Yeah, that said a lot. Him coming in overweight, that's not a good sign right there.
Do you think that maybe he was trying to come in big to try and withstand some of the power? So he wanted to come in big and just mistimed the draining of the water from his system.
No, it ain't. That's not gonna matter. Let me tell you, they say Triple G spars with light heavyweights.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna
be hurting them.
Yeah. I'll be very surprised if it goes past 5 or 6.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, I always finish my interviews on this one question: Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Right now, 2015, who wins the fight?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's a fight that myself as a fan want to see. I like both guys, so it'll be hard for me to say one gonna beat the other one.
Right.
I just gotta see it.
Do you think back in 2008 to 2010 the fight's just as close for different reasons?
Yeah.
Do you think anyone was more favoured back then, in your opinion? Who did you think back then was going to win?
I just think both of them speed guys, and Manny got speed and power, and Floyd's mobility would have played a big part, but he doesn't move as much as he used to. So that right there will play right in the hands of Manny, and I don't know if Floyd has the power to actually knock Pacquiao out.
Yeah. Because Yeah, I see what you mean. Because I don't think Manny Pacquiao in his wildest dreams thought that Marquez could knock him out. That's why I think he was lunging in like that as well.
Well, and there's a lot of intangibles that was going on. They try to say Marquez was on something, and all this stuff, and the fight played out way different than what I thought it was because Marquez didn't fight the way he normally fight. He was actually
aggressive.
No, he wasn't aggressive, but he wasn't throwing as many punches as he normally throws. Like he knew if he landed a punch he could knock him out because he knew something.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you've watched Marquez since he stepped up to lightweight and all the fights he's had other than the Floyd fight, which I believe was a step up too much at that time, too quick.
Yeah.
From super featherweight to welter to fight someone like Floyd, he just wasn't he hadn't even grown into a weight at lightweight or anything at that time. But as he'd grown up, he was knocking guys out. He developed some power.
Well, he didn't knock Alvarado out.
No, but
and Alvarado, after he knocked Alvarado down, Alvarado got up and knocked him down.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, and Alvarado is not known to be the most durable guy. Well, durable, he can take punishment, but you would have thought he'd have been able to knock Alvarado out, hitting him that much. Yeah. Okay, right. Thank you very much for that, Randall. Really appreciate that.
No problem.
No problem. I'm just going to end the interview and then I'll quickly have a quick word, all right?
Okay.